The Jurassic World Evolution series has always aimed to do more than simply showcase prehistoric herds behind fortified fences whilst waiting for chaos to unfold. As decent as its earlier titles are, none have captured the full John Hammond fantasy quite like Jurassic World Evolution 3 appears ready to do. Frontier Developments, the team behind Evolution and much-loved park management sims Planet Zoo and Planet Coaster, have listened closely to community feedback. The result is a threequel that is shaping up to be the series' most immersive, detailed, and strategic entry yet, and potentially one of 2025's biggest games. Instead of unlocking the tools to build bigger enclosures to house a larger roster of dinosaurs, Jurassic World Evolution 3 is leaning into systems-driven park management. Its headline features granular terraforming, deeper enclosure customization, and the ability to breed and raise baby dinos are certainly eye-catching. But what's most impressive is how these new mechanics are woven meaningfully into the gameplay. Players will need to think like real park managers, overseeing animal welfare, guest safety, staff efficiency, and the park's bottom line more closely than ever. Now, every decision carries weight, from how much foliage to plant in an enclosure to how the inherited personality of a newly hatched raptor can be nurtured, proving Evolution 3's innovations are far more than new tools to just tinker with. Leveraging their experience from Planet Zoo, Frontier knows players love to construct parks, which feel uniquely theirs. As a result, one of the clearest ways Evolution 3 is stepping up is through its creative building system, set to provide players with the ability to push boundaries beyond what's possible before. All new terrain modifiers, scenery editors, modular building, and more besides allows players to customize their parks in micro detail, with the option to streamline the building process with prefabs, blueprints, and workshop integration, should players prefer quicker results. Now, for patient players out there, grid building, scalable scenery items, dynamic biome-adjusting object placement, and the terraforming tools heavily featured in gameplay trailers illustrate the extensive creativity now available. Specifically, dramatic terrain sculpting allows players to excavate valleys, stack rocks into mountains, and craft rivers, lakes, and even waterfalls, creating rolling hills, lush wetlands, rocky outcrops, or desert-like plains for their dinosaurs to inhabit. Enclosures no longer feel just like flat compounds dropped onto a map. They're sculptable enclaves to match the needs of the species living in them. A focus on functional enclosure design suggests constructing verdant pastures for roaming herbivores, or purpose-built marshes for amphibious creatures to bathe in. But this isn't the only consideration. A dinosaur's happiness and welfare must also be catered to as well. Enclosed layout, undulation, vegetation, water sources, even sightlines will influence dino behavior, meaning habitat design and park layout as a whole must balance aesthetics, spectacle, and practicality with biological requirements. The latter point is especially important given dinosaur breeding is now a fully fledged feature in Evolution 3. This mechanic is perhaps the biggest talking point in the lead up to Evolution 3's release. After all, it's been a dream feature for longtime fans, but breeding dinosaurs successfully won't, of course, be without its challenges. To begin with, adults can be synthesized and released into enclosures, but the fruits of their offspring will require more than feeding. Jurassic World Evolution 3's new breeding mechanic involves juggling the requirements of individual species while pursuing a natural breeding process or scientist-run breeding programs. Choosing a secluded nesting spot, nurturing parent-child dynamics, ensuring enclosures aren't overpopulated, these are all a handful of deliberations demanding players' attention. Juvenile dinosaurs inherit the traits of their parents too, both good and the bad. This layer of management means that every new generation of dinosaurs feels more personal. Hopefully, players will see the impact of their genetic and environmental decisions over time. There's potential for long-term implications as well. It hasn't been confirmed, but mismanaging breeding programs could lead to stressed populations or heck, even genetic bottlenecks, which adversely affect future generations. Also, given the slate of creative planning coming to Evolution 3, it seems likely that baby dinos wandering freely will boost a park's appeal. During campaign mode, there are conservationists and shareholders to please, of course. But in terms of park design, perhaps there'll be an option to build dedicated nursery zones where guests can get up close with the hatchlings, or viewing platforms where visitors can catch a glimpse of playing juveniles. These two systems, customization and breeding, could lead to more emergent storytelling too. Every player's park will have its own unique history, its own triumphs, disasters, and potential for dinos to run amok. Frontier has a strong track record in turning failures into fun moments, and a couple of new park maintenance tools give players the option to witness the chaos unfolding firsthand. The new ATV maintenance team includes the option to automate some of the park's needs. By installing a camera network, the ATV team can undergo repairs or reinstall failing power generators without player intervention. However, players who are more keen to get on the ground can ride an all-terrain vehicle themselves, performing maintenance tasks or, should they wish, chasing down and tranquilizing escaped dinosaurs themselves. The choice for players to be an eye in the sky as their park runs independently, get hands-on in their park's day-to-day running, or opt for a sort of middle ground represents an upturn in the dino park management genre, and could be the shot in the arm Evolution needs to elevate the series beyond a licensed tie-in. Likewise, Jurassic World Evolution 3 looks to fix Evolution 2's shortcomings by bringing in Planet Zoo's creative planning and long-term thinking. If players can now manage their park to the same level as Frontier's other games, then Jurassic World Evolution 3 might finally give players the dino park management sim they've been craving. This is more than a bigger sandbox, with generations of dinosaurs at the hands of players, some scientifically accurate, others the stylized hybrids from the movies. The result will be a game that feels more personal, replayable, and memorable than ever before. The ominous human saboteurs hinted at in the trailers, both fun and frustrating in equal measure in earlier titles, might not even spoil the party. After all, park sabotage is faithful to the series, with this being something Frontier's been keen to maintain. Now, we can't sign off without highlighting the dedication Frontier's development team has poured into Evolution 3's dinosaurs, as in this threequel, they look and behave more like real animals than ever before. Analyzing prehistoric research and examining real-life fossils has enabled the studio's artists and animators to blend artistic concepts and scientific evidence, with Jurassic World's creatively liberal style to present creatures with genuine presence. The team hasn't just focused on aesthetics, colors, size, and scale, but they've considered how these animals interact socially, their herding behavior, and how juveniles mature within the group. Referencing the natural world has proven fruitful as well. The animation team needed to consider how dimorphic and juvenile animals move both on their own and with each other to portray how they play, nurture, and grow in-game. Rhinos, elephants, dogs, cattle, even the movement of Malaysian porcupines have been incorporated into the motion of Evolution 3's dinosaurs.
We have detected a loss of power across the park. Please bear with us as we deal with...
Watching a newborn raptor stumble to its feet or a teenage Psittacosaurus clumsily slap-tail its sibling are sure to be memorable moments that stick with players. So, what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.